Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. We talk facts over feelings. That's what we do here. As you can see across the bottom of your screen, this is a video designed to educate and provide information that the WNBA does not want you to see, that the WNBA hopes that you missed when watching Game 5 of the WNBA Finals last night. Once again, thank you to all of our subscribers. We greatly appreciate you. Please continue to support our channel. Drop a like, share the video, make sure you ring that bell, and also become a member of our Come On Now, the podcast family. Become a member. It starts at a very low rate, and I'll be doing a lot of membership content going forward, but I need members in there so I can actually produce the content that people actually get to see it. And then we will be doing a member lives only as well at some point in the near future. So I'd love to have a group in there that I know is coming through here all the time. So I appreciate you. And before we jump on in, remember, go on over to my other channel, Rudy's Rant on YouTube, and subscribe over there, as I will be dropping a video on some comments that I watched in other videos and giving my reaction to them in reference to this same Game 5. What I wanted to do here was show you, my initial thought was to show you how bad the officiating was in terms of specific to Napheesa Collier. Napheesa Collier took 23 shots in Game 5. She took 2 threes. 2. 18 of her shots were in the paint. Not to mention, she's setting screens all game long. So I'm watching this from a perspective of, I want to see, one, how many times she's being fouled taking shots, and fouls that were not called, being that she didn't take any free throws yesterday. I want to see how many fouls didn't get called while she's trying to get position, post position by the basket. I'm watching when she's going for a rebound. Is she being shoved in the back? But from doing that, what I ended up seeing was that there were so many calls that got missed that were just badly missed. And when you look at the game and you see that one team had 20, and I watched it from both sides, although I did not record and do stuff from the Liberty side because the Liberty was the team that got favored on all these calls. I will say this, there may have been about 2 or 3 missed calls the entire game that did not go the Liberty's way. 2 or 3. It was very, very few. Starting off, Jonquel Jones got away with murder in this game. Jonquel Jones fouled almost every time she had the ball. She fouled with the ball. She fouled without the ball. She fouled playing defense. She fouled not playing defense. Jonquel Jones finished with 3 fouls. She probably committed 15. And I'm not joking. And I'm going to show you various clips of the fouls. I'm also going to show you how many moving screens the New York Liberty commit. The New York Liberty commit a moving screen just about every play. And I'll show you the nuances of it to see what exactly I'm talking about, because these are fouls and they didn't get called. If that's being called in the Final Four with 20 seconds, whatever time was left in that game with UConn and Iowa, and that was going to get called on Aaliyah Edwards, what's the difference here? That was a clear moving screen. These were clear moving screens where they're sticking their knee out, and you see the move, and then you have Napheesa Collier standing like a statue like this, protecting herself, and Sabrina Ionescu running right into her, hitting the deck, and Napheesa Collier called for a moving screen, where all she did was move her arm so she could break off after, because Sabrina smashes into her. You're protecting yourself. She wasn't moving. She was like this, and then she moved up to move, and they call her with a move an illegal screen. But let's just jump on in. I'm going to jump in from the beginning of this game, and you will see what I'm talking about. So, per the recommendation of one of my commenters and subscribers, I'm sorry I don't have your name in front of me. I have adjusted how the video looks, so I hope that this video is better for you, so that you can see it. Because I then realized, when people are on their cell phones watching this stuff, so it's important that you can see it. Who cares about my face? You can see my little face in the corner, but you need to see the video, and that's what we're here to see is the video here. This is the first play of the game, and I'm going to show it to you. The first play of the game. Look at this. Look at this. I want you to see this. This is the first play of the game. Now, I mean, she has two arms wrapped around her waist. This is a foul. This is the first play of the game. You see, it's 0-0, 9:43. And this did not. The referee I'm sorry, it's in my ear. The referee is standing right here. Right here. You don't see this? Let me make it bigger for you. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I can't zoom that in. Uh, Folks, I don't know if I can make it bigger. I don't think I can. Folks, this is the first play game. She has two arms wrapped around her waist. I mean, it doesn't. That's number one. Okay, she breaks away. All right, that's one. Now, I want to point this out to you because while it's not always a shooting foul, what it creates is the bonus potential, where a foul off the ball gets 2 free throws. So that was the first play. This is the second play. And she wasn't fouled just once. She got fouled twice here. And this is what's frustrating. Now you can check it out. Collier setting a screen on Lainey Hamilton. She sees it. Watch how Lainey Hamilton just shoves her. Just flat shoves her. She shoved right through her. That's a foul. Someone's going to say I'm being soft, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm pointing out marginal contact, and that was not even marginal. That was far more. That was much more contact than what Brianna Stewart got from Alana Smith on her brick at the end that got called a foul. She just shoved right through a screen, and then again they're rolling. Another screen, boom, slip screen. She turns. You got the ball. Lainey Hamilton's back there again. Pop, pop, foul, clear foul. They called that. They called that foul. They called that foul. Now, that'd be 2 fouls in the first minute of the quarter. I point this out to you because they had 2 fouls called the entire first half. And the Liberty had 2 fouls called in the entire first half. The Lynx had 7 fouls. And when the Lynx were up 19-10, you could see a direct shift in how the game got officiated from that point on. It was in your face. You couldn't miss it. You could not miss it. I am convinced that this was strategic in nature. I'm convinced because this happened so many times in this game. Look at the clock, 8:25. This is the third play of the game. This was their third possession. So it's like this is the first 3 possessions. I want you to watch as Collier comes up with the ball, going to Courtney Williams. She's right here. She gives the ball, hand off to Courtney Williams. Watch Leonie Fibic put 2 arms around Collier's entire waist. She hugs her. She flat hugs her. That's strategic in nature. That's done to slow her down to prevent her from moving. Folks, this is the most basic form of a foul. I don't understand how this does not get called. Referee standing right here. Again, watch, look. She's hugging her. Look at her. She's grabbing her right now. One arm around her entire waist, all around her waist. She's grabbing her from behind. I mean, this is if this was the NFL, this is holding. But in women's basketball, this is not a foul. If this was done in an NFL game, this is holding. But that's not a foul. She finally let go. It's about damn time. So let's remember what the count should be now. The count should be 3 fouls on the Liberty they didn't call, or 2 that they didn't call, 1 that they called. Now let's jump into this next play where you see they're going to run a screen up here with Jonquel Jones and Brianna Stewart. You're going to see here that I don't even know. I'm gonna watch this again to see for myself, but this looks like it could be a moving screen on Brianna Stewart, screening for Courtney Williams. That looks like that's a moving screen to me. She's moving. She actually turned her body while in the screen. She's never set for long enough. But let's let that one go. Let's let that one go because that one's close. But this is where it's ridiculous. This is where Jonquel Jones did her work all game. And remember here, this is a foul called on Collier. She fouled out, remember? She's got Jonquel Jones on her. Jonquel Jones is trying to establish post position. I want you to look at her arms. Look at Jonquel Jones's arms. She's got her left arm already around her back. You see it right here coming out. And watch her right arm. She hooks it around her back. She has her grabbed on both sides of her back. Her hands are not even up to catch the ball because she's grabbing Collier around the waist. Folks, this is not post position. This is a foul. This is an offensive foul. Referee looking right here. You don't see this? She's grabbing her around her waist. This is the 4th foul of the quarter. We're 6:23. And then you watch this, and she just backs her down. She just runs her the fuck over. Runs her over. I'm sorry. Collier didn't get called for a foul here. There was another one she got called for a foul. But she just ran her over. That's an offensive. That's a foul on the hook. That's an offensive foul. You just can't run people over. They're standing there. This is why I mentioned yesterday. This is why people flop. This is where Collier should be flopping. She should just hit the ground. Because at what point do you get to run someone over and there's no foul called? At what point? When does it happen? Right? But again, it's the Liberty, so they get away with it. That's the 4th foul, and we're less than 4 minutes into the first quarter. Now, take a look at the clock again, 6:03. We're still not even 4 minutes into this game. Pump fake by Collier. She drives left. Jonquel Jones grabs her arm, her left arm. All right. That'd be the 5th foul. They'd be in the bonus, right? They would be in the bonus at 6 minutes. The foul right there on Stewart. There's a foul on Stewart. That's her hip into Collier's leg. Jonquel Jones reaches right in. That's a foul. How do you think Collier lost the ball? She lost the ball because she got fouled. And then you could argue she got fouled by Brianna Stewart right there as well on the backside in the lower body. I don't think Brianna Stewart hit her in the head, but I think she hit her in the lower body. So let's take a look at this play again. So this is the opposite angle on this play. Let's take a look at the angle. She gets Brianna Stewart in the air. Is that a foul? You tell me. Is that a foul? Is that a foul? That's a foul. That's a foul. I'll say Stewart didn't commit a foul there, but that was a foul. That's a foul on Jonquel Jones. How do you think she lost the ball? Her arm got hit driving. Now, she made the basket, so you let it go in a sense, but in the same right, that would have been the 5th foul of the quarter. She'd be shooting free throws to begin with, and maybe in the bonus for the next 5.5, 6 minutes of the quarter. But, that's what you get. Let's get into the next play here. We have an inbound pass here to Alana Smith. That's Sabali, Nayara Sabali, who's in the game, and she automatically fouls her right on the inbound. Boom, and then she rides her. Watch, she's gonna ride her right here. That's a foul right here. You're riding. That's a foul. Look at she just hit her arm, fouled her, And then she fouled her again. Bro, she fouled her twice in that same possession. They did not call this a foul. They did not give free throws. They called all this shit clean. She fouled her at midcourt, and then she hammered her around at the basket. Like, what are we doing here? This is the first quarter again. Remember this, folks. This is levels of this is rigged. Folks, I'm sorry. This is about as rigged a basketball game as I've ever seen. It is terribly, terribly rigged. Watch again. They'll show you a replay of this. Take a look right here. She's going up. Look at Sabali. Look at that arm. Her right arm is just taking her left arm down. That's a foul. I mean, dude, it's pathetic. So let's continue. I'm sorry. Let's continue here. We're at 3:49 of the first quarter still. This is a clear foul. Again, referee standing right there. He misses the call. But look at this crap. That's a foul. I mean, that is an absolute foul. Her arm is on her arm, pulling her arm down. It's a foul. I can't see the other angle for Breonna Stewart to see if she's on her back more than she is. She does block the shot per se. This is a foul. Sixth foul of the quarter. So we'll move on from that one. By the way, I don't know if you can hear the commentating for this. I probably should have done it with no volume, but Ryan Rucco, you heard she got away with a foul. Like when your commentators who are in on the fix are even saying that it's obvious that was a foul, there's a problem. Again, we're at 2:40 here. First quarter still, 12-10. Watch this next play. I want you to watch right here. Handoff from Nafisa Collier to that's Kayla McBride, and watch the player come around and flat out bear hug her again. Oh my word! Look at this bear hug. She bear hugged her, and she's holding her face, but she bear hugged her. She fouled her. That's number 7. That should be free throws right now. That should be free throws right now, but they didn't call it. Of course they didn't call it. What's new? It's the Liberty. Let's watch this play here. Yeah, I'll say that was solid defense. I don't think that was a foul, but the play before that was a foul. So you're talking about they would have had 7 fouls in the first quarter alone. Let's jump in here in the next play, and I'm not going to make as big a fuss about this one because Alana Smith drills a 3 on this play. But if you watch Leonie Fibic guarding Collier right here, as soon as Collier gets into the paint, you have 2 arms wrapped around her waist again. This is what Cheryl Reeve was talking about. She's getting pulled, pushed, grabbed, bear hugged, everything. When do you call it a foul? But Breonna Stewart goes up for a shot, not touched anywhere. She puts her shoulder into the woman's into Smith's chest, and it's said that she didn't have good defensive position. So you tell me what's a foul in this sport now? Because here we go. Let's take a look at this. Okay, look at the left arm wrapping around her waist. It's coming right here. She has her left arm completely wrapped around her waist. That's a foul. Referee's right here. How do you not see this, sir? How do you not? Your job is to call this. It's literally your job. This man's got this side of the court. How does he not see that? How does she not see it? I'll give her the benefit that she has this. He has this over here. This is him. What does he not? What is he watching? This is part of the issue with women's basketball is I don't think these officials know what they're supposed to actually be watching. You can't watch the entire court and do an effective job as a referee. That's the same reason that you have 7 or 8 referees or officials in a football game. You can't call offsides from 20 yards downfield, and you can't call pass interference from 20 yards downfield or 30 yards downfield or behind the play. You can't call it because you really didn't see it. You shouldn't even be looking at it if you want to be real about it. Because what he should be looking at is this area right here. He's got this side right here, and she has this side right here. This is his call. This is a foul. She doesn't call it. And she's still holding her. She's still holding her. She's still fouling her. This is not legal defensive position, if you want to be that way. But Alana Smith hits the three, so whatever. However, again, if you want to, from a perspective of they're in the bonus, they're already in the bonus. This is the eighth foul of the first quarter. They haven't called. I'm sorry, they called seven. They didn't. They called one. They didn't call seven. So that we're right now. I gotta go back to counting this crap like I did with the other day. We got one foul called, non-called. Right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This is the first quarter still. Now this one's here is close because I don't have an angle from the other side, but from the angle I see here, I think that's the Sabali hit Collier on the left shoulder that you're gonna see on this dump off to Collier right here. She cuts down the lane. I think Sabali hit her on the left shoulder. I could be wrong, but I think she did hit her on the left shoulder. Right here. I think she hit her on the shoulder coming down. And that's a foul. I mean, well, let's give that one. Let's say that one is not a foul, but that was close. Let me see that. This score is 19 set. This is a 19-10 game right now. Now we're in the second quarter. Now what you're going to see is a completely different situation with the foul calls. It's so different now. I want you to go look at the post position being done right here with Jonquel Jones in 14. I don't know where her name is. You're going to watch how Jonquel Jones completely hooks her with her right arm again. Right there. Look at it. She has her this arm around here, this arm. She did the same thing that she did to Collier, and no call. No call at all. None. No call. And she hooked her again. You saw that, right? And then you saw her again. She hooked her again. She hooked her on catch, and then she hooked her again. That's a foul. That's a hook. That's a foul. She hooked her again. She hooked her twice. 2 fouls. So now we're in the second quarter. Non-called. That's 1. She used the arm to literally clear her out the way. That's really what happened. She used that arm to clear her out the way. The 2 arms. I think this is something that Jonquel Jones must just do all the time because I don't watch Liberty all that much, but I think this is something that Jonquel Jones must do all the time because it seems like it's because it seems really hard to catch a ball when your arms are wrapped around someone's waist from the backside like this, and how you like she obviously gets her hands up quick enough to catch the ball, but she's committing a foul every time, and that's not called. It's not called. And you know what? If they're not going to call it, you keep doing it. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for continuing to do it. I think it's strategically wise. But if you're the defensive player, you're at a complete disadvantage. Jonquel Jones is massive. Can you imagine if Shaq could just grab you with both of his hands behind like this? Like you wouldn't be able to move. It was hard enough guarding him. Like you wouldn't be able to move. Maybe there's a rule in the WNBA that I'm not aware of that allows you to hug the screener. I don't know. Maybe there's a rule. I don't know. Is there a rule? If someone knows of a rule that I'm not aware of in the WNBA that allows you to literally give the screener on the roll a bear hug, let me know because you're going to see the next bear hug that Collier was given right here. Look at this. She has grabbed her. Thornton is grabbing her with both arms wrapped around Collier. She's bear hugging her. What are we doing? She's still bear hugging her. Collier had to turn her body to try to get away because she's bear hugging her. Like, this is crazy. That is a foul, dude. It's insane. And then you watch it here, and she's guarding her again. I mean, look, Thornton uses all her fouls. She got 5 calling her. She probably committed 15. Then she's guarding with one hand on the hip, which I think by rule is not allowed. You can't have your arm straightened out like she has it straightened out. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that you have to have your arm bent. She has her arm literally stiffened out. Let's see, they got man on man here, woman on woman. He's driving to the paint. I'm sorry, travel. Yeah, that was crazy, right? Remember when Breonna Stewart didn't get called for traveling, right? Remember that. Let's move it back here. Did I skip past this? I apologize. I went way past it. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Yeah, I went way past. I don't know what I clicked on. That's a great move right there. Great shot. I think that's also, and I'm gonna be fair and I'm gonna be objective. I think one of the reasons that Collier doesn't get as many free throw attempts as she should is because she fades away a lot. She's really good at trying to almost avoid contact, but she gets hit constantly. However, a lot of her shots have her fading away from contact. So you're less likely to get those calls. However, I mean, she got bear hugged in that same play. She got bear hugged. And I know in the grand scheme of things, she scores, but you're missing the bigger picture. The bigger picture is fouls. And if you have people that are in foul trouble, it changes the dynamic of the game. Not to mention, right now, we were in the second quarter with 8 minutes left. They'd have two fouls on them. They committed, I think, one or two the entire quarter. I think it was 7-2. Maybe it was 7-3 for the half. But they commit so many that because they play such a brand of bully ball, that it gets ignored and allowed. I'll tell you what, Nafisa Collier set some good screens. She's up here. She's stiff. They go right into her chest. They don't call nothing on these women. They just let them run right into her and try to take her out. But watch, and on this play, McBride scores. But I want you to watch the defense by I think that's Lainey Hamilton, and check out how she's just grabbing the shit out of Collier. She's just grabbing her. This isn't defense. This is just fouling right here. Okay, she's on her back. I mean, she's grabbing the crap out of her. I mean, you could arguably call that a foul. I mean, you could call it a foul, but I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave that one alone. But you could call it a foul in my opinion. So let's jump on in this one here. Collier is right here. She's being guarded by John Quill Jones. She's in a drive right here, and John Quill Jones is just in a flat grabber. I mean, she flat grabbed her. This is something where the size is clear. Is such a size difference, but she drives in, and if you grab her, obviously, she can't drive. Referee standing right here. I don't know what he's looking at again, and she's looking at it from this direction. He's looking from this direction. I just don't know. Left hand is right on her hip. That's arguably a foul. She's by her, but then watch. She stops. I hate when she stops. Collar does it a lot. She gets the drive and then she stops. I guess maybe she saw Stewart coming over, but take a look. You saw the hand? You saw the left hand? I'm being nitpicky now on purpose. I'm being nitpicky on purpose. Why am I being nitpicky on purpose? Because they were nitpicky, and they called they called a foul that determined a game on someone not being touched, and made up a rule to justify it. Her left arm is wrapped around her waist. I mean, come on, dude. Where's she gonna go, bro? Like you're staring at this shit. Her arm is wrapped around her waist. This is not legal defensive position. Her arm is wrapped around her waist, hugging her from behind. She can't turn back to the left if she wanted to. And you're not going to call it anyhow. And she pretty much knows that. So what is she going to do? She's going to kick it out to the corner and hope her player teammate, but they should airball. So now on this one, I'm going to say it's close because right now we're at 3 fouls on New York that were not called in this quarter so far. There's 5:50 to go in the second quarter. This one's close, but I'm going to say this. Lainey Hamilton seems to have gotten a hand on the ball, but Sabrina Ionescu flat out hacked the shit out of her. So what's the rule? Because then there'd be a turnover, I believe. So let's take a look. Now, I think she gets a piece. I think she has her hand on the ball, but watch Sabrina and how she fouls the hell out of her. That's a foul right here. I mean, I don't give a shit what you. This is a foul right here. This is arm on arm. That's a foul. That's not a. That's not a jump ball. That's a foul, and it's a turnover. It ends up being a turnover. So yeah, that was worse because that was a foul. That wasn't even a jump ball. That's a foul. So it's number 4. This is a foul. I'm sorry, folks. This is a foul. If you don't know what a foul is in basketball, that's a foul. Hamilton may have been legal. Sabrina is what caused the ball to be dislodged. Her coming straight down on her and fouling her. They didn't call it. What's new? Now this one's so bad because it hits on a couple of areas that I talked about in that last play of the game. Brianna Stewart traveled, right? She took 4 or 5 steps, right? We all agree on. We could all agree on that because everyone agrees on that. Even the ESPN booth agrees that Brianna Stewart did not get fouled. Even the desk with uh, Shanae and Drea and all those people, they agree that that wasn't a foul and that she traveled. They all agree on it. Everyone agrees on it, right? I want you to watch what was called a travel here after being fouled, not once, but twice. That's Lainey Hamilton right here guarding while she drives to the left. She's literally grabbed her by the arm. She literally stopped her. But watch this. Look at the reach in by Sabrina, which is a foul. Watch. She hit her on the arm. She hit her right on the arm, and then they call it travel. Let's watch this again. Let's watch this again. She traveled because she got fouled. But if that's a travel, then Brianna Stewart is definitely a travel. That's foul number 5. They'd be in the bonus right now. She'd be shooting 2 free throws with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Of course not. Here we go again with the arm hooker on the back. You got right here Jonquel Jones being guarded by Alana Smith. As you see, the arm is completely hooked around the back again. This is the 3rd time that we've seen this in the first half, or the 4th time. One of the two. It's either the 3rd or the 4th time in the first half alone. And none of these have been called a foul on her. None of them. None of them. I mean, maybe this is some new rule that you're allowed to bear hug from behind. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. She fouled her there, so that's how she got positioned. That's a foul. And now she just runs her ass over. And that's what's fucking hilarious is that not only did that happen, but then they called a foul. But then they called a foul on Alana Smith. I mean, you can't make this up. The Liberty, I mean, God, this is the 6th foul of the second quarter, but of course it gets called on the Lynx. Watch right here up top with Jonquel Jones and Sabrina. You got McBride here. Jonquel Jones about to set a moving screen, not called. You can watch the way McBride reacts to it. She literally has to jump out of the way from being completely taken out, and you'll see it right here. Maybe that's why they didn't call it, but this is a moving screen. Watch her right leg. Watch the right leg of Jonquel Jones. She literally is not set. She's not set at all. Not set at all. Sabrina ran this off of a screen. Like, number one, that's not how you run off of a screen. You're supposed to shoulder the screen. That's what makes the screen effective. But she's not even set for a screen. No, she fucking body hipped. She turned her ass into her as well. That was a moving screen. Not called. What's new? The crazy shit about that play specifically was that was a moving screen on Jonquel Jones. Then she gets the ball down here, and they call a foul on Collier, knocking the ball away. I want to know where Collier fouled her because you know what? If they can do all that, why the hell can't Collier, who's the number 2 in league MVP voting, can she get away with anything? Or does she get called for everything? I'm sorry, Defensive Player of the Year gets called for everything. She just knocked the ball away. I can't see how the arm contact is from this angle, but maybe it's a foul. Nonetheless, we'll jump into the next play right here, and you're going to see where Nafisa Collier gets flat shoved in the back on a rebound by Brianna Stewart. Right here, you're going to check the shot. You see them coming in. She's going to box her out, and Brianna Stewart's going to flat push her in the back. Right here. Look at that. That was a flat shove in the back. Like, you can't even ignore that. I mean, she got flat moved. She got moved. That's number 8. That's the 8th foul of the quarter by the New York Liberty with 2 minutes to go. But you see right here, who's in the bonus? In the bonus. You see who's not in the bonus? Right here. This is less than a minute later. This is the same thing here where Sabrina goes for a layup and Breanna Stewart complete loose ball foul, not called. She jumped right over this girl's back. I mean, she pushed her in the back, jumped over her back to fling the ball backward. Watch. Remember all these things. This game was 32-20, and they made a point to call everything on the links in these last few minutes to basically put the Liberty at the free throw line. Watch. She shoves off on McBride right here. This is Breanna Stewart. That's a foul, dude. I mean, she literally put her freaking arm on her shoulder and flung the ball. That's a foul. That's number 9. That should be a loose ball foul. That should be 2 free throws the other direction. Instead, it's not. Here's the next one. Watch how Nafisa Collar tries to come off of this handoff. And watch how Jonquel Jones grabs this arm and Thornton's grabbing this arm. She's being fouled on 2 directions on this play right here. Watch. She's being grabbed here immediately by Thornton. What is this rule of the WNBA that allows you to simply bear hug them? I mean, it's a bear hug every time. It's a bear hug every freaking time. I'm 37 minutes into this video. This might be a 90-minute video because I'm breaking this down quarter by quarter. This is taking longer than the actual game took. I had to rewatch the entire game to do this and pull all these clips because it was just so bad. And when you watch it again, it's like, wow, this really was bad. Like, not close bad. Really bad. So she's being grabbed here by Thornton. And now watch. She's trying to get off of Thornton. She's trying to get off of her. She won't let her go. She's grabbing her. Look at the arm stuck. Look at Jonquel Jones has her arm here. She's got her this side. I mean, she's being fouled in both directions. She should be getting thrown to the free. What is this man? What is he looking at? Is he looking at the bench? What is he looking at? His head is not looking at the court. She's staring at this. She is staring at this. He is looking over here at the bench. What's he looking at? I just, oh my God. Oh my God. Now I want you to see how ridiculous this one is. Because this one gets called now on the links. Courtney Williams is 5'7" or something like that. She's 6'5". Phoebus is like 6'4". Look who goes and grabs this rebound. And they call a foul on her. Why wasn't this a jump ball? I'm curious. Why wasn't this a jump ball? Because it seems like whenever it goes in the direction, it's a jump ball. She comes right in, pulls at the ball. She rips the ball out, in fact, and they call a foul on her. Why? 16 seconds left. Let's give them 2 more free throws. They're in the bonus. I don't know when the hell Minnesota got in the bonus because maybe it was the bonus because it was the final 2 minutes of the quarter. Because for the quarter, for the half, they only had 3 fouls called against on the Liberty. So I don't. Maybe the 2 fouls were called. Yeah, there was 3 fouls called. So they just called the foul in the play before I didn't show it, where Thornton grabbed Collier again, and they finally called it. That's why they're in the bonus. But they never take advantage of that because the fouls that's off the final 2 minutes. But this is a clear foul. I mean, this is a clear jump ball, and they call it a foul, and they give them 2 free throws. So therefore, it's 34-27. And I'm going to show this just because of how ridiculous the traveling calls are. This is like the Caitlin Clark traveling call that they would call on her when for some reason I really don't know why. But apparently you missed Breanna Stewart's 4 or 5 steps, but you called this a travel on a basic handoff and had no impact on the play whatsoever. This guy really called traveling. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. So now we're going to jump into the third quarter right now. There were 7 in the first, 9. There were 16 fouls. in the first half that did not get called in the New York Liberty. I know you're going to tell me I'm crazy, right? Yeah, I want you to. 16 fouls. The point of the point of this whole experiment is that there were 16 fouls that could have been called, and they didn't have any of those 16 fouls called. In fact, only 3 fouls got called on the Liberty the entire half. So the fact that you have a team that was attacking the rim, took a lot more twos than threes, took more twos than the Liberty did, and yet the Liberty spent the game at the free throw line. Saying fouls that were being committed by Jonquel Jones getting called on Minnesota. It's just awful, awful officiating. Here we go. This is the foul that they call on Collier for an illegal screen where, I mean, I don't even know what this is. It's a bullshit call, folks. It's a bullshit call. It's a bullshit call. She's standing there stiff as a board. Man, please, man. Not even the commentators can find a foul here. They're like, she's still leading. They know it's not a foul. They're in on it. They know this isn't a foul. They know it. Her arms come up and she got jacked in the gut. Like, and I'm trying to get off of you so I can move. Oh man, it's just trash, bro. Straight up garbage. Watch the moving screen here by Jonquel Jones on Kayla McBride. Watch how she she pushes her right leg out and then shoves her ass into her. Like these are the things. These are finely done things that are fouls, but they don't call them, or they're not going to call them, not tonight, or hell, maybe not ever, because it's the Liberty. I don't know. Maybe this is not called all year on them, but this is a basic freaking moving screen. She was never set one. Again, there's way too much room here between the screen and the ball handler and the dribbler. So yeah, she stuck her leg out, turns her hip into her, and it wasn't called a foul. What's new? Jonquel Jones literally gets away with this the whole game. It's like it's one after the other. Referee's right here. She's coming in on Collier. Watch what she does with her arm. That's Jonquel Jones's hand. This guy is staring at it. He's literally staring at it. He's staring at it. Why? First of all, this is a failure on her part on Hamilton, Lady Hamilton, to get this ball in. Like you need to get that ball right in to Jones. She has position. But she has position because she's committing a foul. And maybe he didn't call it because she did not get the ball. I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't matter. It's an away from the ball foul. Like, this is the problem. This is an away from the ball foul. She's hooking her. This isn't getting position. This is a flat-out hook where you've got a dominant position on her. They didn't call it. What's new? In fact, she held it there for about a good second or so, second and a half, before she finally let go. So that's number 2. That's foul number 2. That's not called in the third quarter. Now, this one is close, but there's a foul in this particular play, and you'll see where it's at. There's definitely a foul in this particular play. But what you have right here is you have Breanna Stewart guarding Collier right here. She drives to the rim. Again, why does she stop? I don't know why she keeps doing this stuff. I wish she'd just go all the way through. She'd be more likely to get the foul called, but she doesn't. And I think that Breanna Stewart got her on the arm, like somehow. She's definitely got her is grabbing her hip and all that stuff. But here we go. Let's go. I don't know if she hit her on the arm. I don't know if she hit her on the arm or not. I think that she might have. We didn't get a better angle of it, but I want you to look at this. And what happens to Collier when she's just basically shoved to the ground? She's going for the ball. Breanna Stewart flat shoved her to the ground. You saw that, right? She flat shoved her to the ground. They created a break because of it. She's on the ground, best defensive player. You got three defenders here. You got four of their defense players right here. So right now in the back, you've got a 2-on-1 right here, somewhere back here. But I mean, hey, maybe I'm blind. That's another foul. That's a foul on Beyonce. She shoved her. She shoved her down. Maybe they're saying because it was loose ball. I don't know. Now this time, Jonquel Jones does her reverse hook again. Referee standing right here. Jonquel Jones is here. Collier's on her right here. Referee right here. 42 has a straight beeline look at this play. Uh, she did it quickly this time. She didn't have it as long, but the move gets her open. And that's the thing. That move gets her open. Watch, it's quick this time, but it gets her the ball. So Collier can't do anything. Boom, right there. Ball's in the air. She's hooking her on both arms. Oh my god, this has been a very exhausting video to make, I must say, but it's a necessity because this is crazy. Like both hands are on her back again, and the ball's already in the air, coming to her. She can't do anything. She's literally being locked down. And here's what's hilarious. You'll see. And the foul is called on Collier. So there's been a couple of these fouls called on. I mean, this is the defensive player of the year who's being called for ticky-tack shit while the players that she's guarding are getting away with absolute murder. They're killing her. They're grabbing her. They're tossing her. They're pushing her. They're hitting her. They're doing everything to her. That's another foul. But then this one's worse because it's a double dose. She got a foul when she didn't commit the foul. Yeah. Did she commit a foul here? Yeah, she probably did. But she just got fouled up here for her to get the ball. Like, it's crazy, bro. Stop. What is the definition of a jump ball? Remember the play with Courtney Williams on Jonquel Jones? They call a foul on Courtney Williams. What is Thornton doing here? She is literally attacking Alana Smith. She's hacking the crap out of her. This is never a tie-up. They gave a tie-up, and there was never a tie-up. Watch. That's a foul. She's fouling her right here. Her hand is hitting her arm. Her right arm right here is hitting her across the arm. She's fouling her again. This is not a tie-up. This is a foul. Where is the airspace that Alana Smith gets? I mean, she's literally got her legs underneath her. Thornton's left leg is underneath Alana Smith's body. This is a foul again. And she's getting all excited and shit, and she did literally nothing but commit a foul. Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know anymore. They're all happy and shit. Here, we have an actual other angle here. That's a foul. You saw it, right? You saw it, right? Bop. Hit it right in the arm. Foul. Next. Everything else after this, I don't even see it. Her initial swipe hit Alana Smith square across the arm. That is foul number 5. They should be shooting 2 free throws right now and in the bonus. But they're not. And she fouled her again. Like, boss, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear this shit. This is so bad. So bad. It's so bad. The first swipe was a foul. On this play, Thornton fouled Collier probably 4 or 5 times. This play right now, early fourth quarter, 4 or 5 times foul. And it took the fifth. It took her smacking her square across the face to get the foul called. Let you watch it. Right here, off the rip. That's a foul right here. She got her arm wrapped around her waist on both sides. How do you catch an entry pass when you have you're being wrapped around? You can't catch an entry pass typically when they're wrapping their arms around you. It makes it a lot more difficult. Okay, so now she's on her back. You get her the ball, dribbles in, takes a few dribbles. She has her forearm. That's all cool. That's all okay. Kicks it back out. I want the ball back. Dribbling in. Left arm is wrapped around her waist again. That's her foul again. I loses the ball because now she just got shoved. She lost her balance because the girl because Thornton shoved her. That's 3 fouls. No, she got hit in the face right there. She got hit in the face right there. So it was at least 3 fouls before they called the fourth foul. She got fouled 3 times. I'll give it one, but that was 3 separate fouls before they called the actual. They finally called the foul, and she got smacked in the face. What's new? Here's what kills me. Rebecca Lobo says Kayla Thornton working. Rebecca Lobo, she's fouling. She's not working. She's fouling. She has her right arm wrapped around her waist here. Her left arm is wrapped here. She gets pushed over. She just shoved her. You just saw a flat out shove. Move your feet. She's moving her arms. She's not moving her feet. She's fouling. Boom. She got fit in the face. Fuck out of here. Oh my word, there is a God. They finally call a foul on Jonquel Jones in her reverse hooks around the back. It only took her then body slamming Alana Smith, landing on her back. She's lucky her arm didn't bend the wrong direction based on the size of Jonquel Jones. And then Jonquel Jones acts like, oh my God, you call a foul on me? That wasn't a foul. Yeah, it was. Take a look. You got one person writhing on the floor in pain because she just got landed on by a. Let's see how much Jonquel Jones weighs. Jonquel Jones. Wait. She's listed at 215. Get the fuck out of here. That's a lie. There's no way that Jonquel Jones is 6'5", is 6'5", is weighing 215 as big as she is. No way in hell. That's a lie. I'm sorry, 6'6". That is a lie. That's like Shaq being weighed in at 320 pounds when he was in the NBA. That motherfucker weighed like 400 pounds. He didn't weigh no 320. You must be crazy. Please. Look at this. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Let's just get into the play again here. Right here. Take a look. Already, she has that right. I mean, my God. Alana Smith is so skinny that Jonquel Jones can do that move with one arm. With one arm, she can grab her around her entire body and carry her. That's how big Jonquel Jones is and how slim Alana Smith is. And Alana Smith is guarding her for the duration of this series. This is nuts. And then I mean, what do you want Alana Smith to do? And then you put like that left, this arm right here was the arm that I was like, oh shit. Like she could have, I mean, the way she landed on her, or was the other arm? One of the two arms. Yeah. I I mean, come on, bro. Come on, dude. And then she's acting like she didn't do nothing. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Here's another one. There's McBride, 7:15 to go. She drives to the rim. She has Sabali on her back. Sabali flat shoves her in the back. No foul. Look at the body contact right here. Lower on the lower left arm, all on the body, completely shoving her. This is a foul, not called. I mean, do you think McBride would fly to the ground if she wasn't fouled? She wasn't off balance because of the shot. She's off balance because she's being pushed while she's in the midst of a shot. And I mean, I don't know how she didn't complain about it, but that was a foul. Here comes Jonquel Jones with 2 more fouls on one play. A moving screen, sticks her leg out again. She does it every single time. You can see the way the player comes around it and nearly falls over from it because of how it's being done. It's an illegal screen. Watch right here. You see how she sticks her right leg out? She does it slightly. You can see it, though. I see it. Again, referee right here doesn't see shit. Referee here doesn't see shit. But this is her. She needs to see this. But then I want you to watch as she rolls. She flat shoves off for the ball. I mean, this is just brutal. So obvious. This is like offensive pass interference in football. Look at this. She fly swatted her, shoved her off. That gave her position. Look at this girl's body. Look at the arm. It's completely outstretched. She flat shoved her off. She's falling the fuck over. Pass right to the rim. Layup. Layup. I mean, swats her. Then she shoves her again. Boom. Layup. Get the fuck out of here. Sabali, number 8, gets more respect from these officials than Nafisa Collier. This is a travel. This is not a jump ball. This is a travel, not a jump ball. Watch. She picked up the ball, dude. She picked up the ball and ran with it, and they called a jump ball. Watch it again. She picked up the dribble and ran with the ball, and they called it a jump ball. Watch. Picked up. She picked it up. That is not a jump ball. That's a fucking dribble. Oh my God. I mean, here's another one. Take a look at Jonquel Jones guarding Caleb McBride. Look at Caleb McBride, right arm. I want you to watch it. This is, again, another foul, not called. Look at this crap. She grabbed her arm. She flat grabs her arm. She grabbed her arm. It's an and one. It's an and one. She grabbed her arm. Like, what are we talking about again? And the fact that this is a jump ball here is an absolute disgrace. But she grabbed Caleb McBride's arm on an and one. That's a foul and an and one. Bro. Can't make this up, man. Here's another laughable one right here. Leonie Fibic basically is undercutting a player, and they're sitting here saying that she nearly lost it. Yeah, she nearly lost it because she's being tackled. Look at Alana Smith get the ball here on the inbound play. She has the okay. Look at this is a foul. Like look. She nearly rolled her leg with Fibic rolling into the side of her knee. How is that not a foul? Another one. That's 5. That should be bonus. They should be in the bonus right now. They're not. They should be in the bonus. How is that not a foul, people? You got to help me here. Rolling into her knee, not a foul? Okay. I got you. Right here, this is a foul as well, in my opinion. As you watch on the replay here, you see the move by Nafisa Collier, and Brianna hits her in the back shoulder. She fouled her. This would be a foul in the NBA. In my opinion, the WNBA has gone in a direction where they just don't call shit. And ones can't ever happen unless you're tackled. So this is a basic and one right here. Spin move, boom. She's got her. She's got her. That's a foul, dude. Look at her arm. She's going across her body. This is a foul. This is an absolute. I mean, she's cracking her on her left arm. This is a foul. That's why she ends up on the ground. That's why she's on the ground. This is an and one. This is the one that tied it up at 58. Should be a free throw for a 59-58 lead potentially. Here's another very questionable call in the final minute. I think this is a charge on Jonquel Jones. I don't think this is a block. I think this is a charge. Let's take a look. Carlton has a perfectly good position. Alana Smith's right there. What exactly did Carlton do wrong? She's just standing there. She's standing. Her foot got stepped on by Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones is just flat out being a bulldozer here. There's nothing cute about this. This is I'm gonna run your fucking ass over, and that's what she did. And this referee back here magically calls a block. This referee's seeing it. She's staring at it, and this guy calls the foul. Notice that neither of these two called anything. I don't even know who's responsible for what anymore because this guy calls this, after they're on the ground. I mean, they may have been saying it's a play on. I'm not sure, but they didn't think it was a foul, did they? I have no idea. This is the same idiot that said that there was bad position for Alana Smith in that last play. Ryan Rucco was shocked that the blocking foul was called. And even Carlton's like, what? She's like, what the hell am I supposed to do? This girl's 235 pounds. She's a full head of steam. I'm standing here. She runs me over, and you call it a block. Okay. So she doesn't even know what to say. She's like, what am I supposed to do? She's laughing about it because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Here, we can watch it again. Dude, she just ran her over, bro. This wasn't a foul, in my opinion, on Carlton. If anything, this is a charge. Or you call traveling because this wasn't a foul. Smothering, yeah. You're right, smothering. We're now in overtime. I skipped the play with Breanna Stewart because we've seen it 1,000 times already. But look at this right here. This is the open overtime. They're down 5 already, but look at Phoebus guarding Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams is going to get absolutely ridden almost to backcourt. This man's staring at it. I don't know what he wants. She had her hand wrapped around her waist. She's literally got her leg in the way. She's blocking her. This is a foul on every day of the week. Look at this shit. This guy, he's looking. He's looking. Neither of these two blind might see it. She literally damn near hits the ground and you don't call a foul? Like, what the fuck is a foul with these two morons? Man, it's flabbergasting. Did I push him? So let's look at this. I thought I hit end recording by accident. That wouldn't have been good. This is now overtime 126. It's a 3-point game, as you can see down here. And they are in the bonus. The links are. And you have Collier being guarded by Sabali. And you're going to see help come over. And you're going to see Sabali flat out foul her. And they're not going to call it. And they're going to say, oh, what a great block shot. See, I hate that she stops. She does this shit too much. She keeps stopping. Sabrina was going to do absolutely nothing here. Nothing. She wasn't going to do anything. First of all, she's in the restricted area, so there's nothing she can do. John Paul Jones was way too far back. So by her stopping, she allowed Sabli to get back in the play. At the same time, this was a foul, and they didn't call it, and they said it was a block shot. Watch, folks. Watch, folks. Watch this. Let's go back. First of all, you see she's all over her body. That's a foul. You can't be on someone's body like that. That is a foul. Remember that foul? You used to get called a lot. A foul, body foul. This is a body foul. And then followed by a flat out hack down on the arm. This was not a block shot. This is a foul. Ah, shit. I went way too far. Let's get back to it. See, right there. Yeah, now she has ball, but she initially had nothing but arm. I need to pause her. Right there. God, dog. See, right there. Look at her forearm. Just hit her square across the arm. That's a foul, man. That's a foul. It's not a block shot. It's a foul. She hit her across the arm. You can't hit the arm and then get ball. You have to get the ball first, and then she's getting the arm first, and then she's going through the arm to get to the ball while she's also fouling her all around this body. You see this whole area. This is body on body. Yeah, it's not a great block. You're a liar, Rebecca. You're in on this fucking this rigged bullshit. That wasn't a great block. You saw the foul. It was a clear one. Clear one. I have a still photo of it that actually makes it even more obvious. So, yeah. I I think this is the last play I got here. This is a foul on Breanna Stewart. They didn't call. Um, I think I had 3 missed calls in overtime. But right here, Brianna Stewart flat out hacks the shit out of her, and they call this a out of bounds on Heidemann because she's just, dude, that's not hitting the ball. She didn't touch the ball. She hit her arm. She hit her arm. She didn't touch the ball. She hit her arm. The ball's over here. Her arm is here. She hit her arm, dude. That's a foul. Wasn't easy to me. I thought this was a foul. Again, I thought this was another foul, but hey, what the hell do I know? So there you have it, everyone. We're over an hour now on this. I put in a lot of effort on this, and I hope you enjoyed it. My chair shrunk down again. I need a new chair. I keep telling y'all I have not bought a new chair yet. Um, but I counted 21, 26, 27. I counted 30 missed fouls. 30. 3 0. 30 missed fouls on the Liberty. If they had called half of them, this is a different ballgame. It's egregious, it's obvious, and it's disgraceful. And it disgusts me because you just watched a WNBA Finals Game 5, for which they're trying to proclaim this league as being something worthwhile. And the game was flat out rigged. Yes, this game was rigged. Not to mention the commissioner of the WNBA wearing a New York City skyline dress to a game in Brooklyn. That's not a good look. I mean, really? That's not a good look. But that's what she wore. This was a rigged game, they did everything they could to ensure the Liberty won that game. And had Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart played even decently, they would have won this game by 20. And half of this stuff we probably wouldn't have seen. But because they played so poorly, the referees had to go above and beyond their Call of Duty pay to ensure that the New York Liberty walked away with the victory and they became the WNBA champions. I've never seen such a bunch of trash for officiating. And it's because you're staring at them. Like you can see the angles they have. You can see that they see what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this on television. Don't tell me that you don't see this on the court. I used to coach. I could see this from the sideline coaching when fouls are committed and fouls are not committed. I could see it. Was I always right? No, of course not. And do I expect them to be always right? But no, of course not. But you shouldn't be wrong on a 75% basis. They're wrong just so much that it's out of control. So, they got what they wanted. They got a Liberty victory, a Liberty championship. And for the people who were new to the WNBA, you just gave the folks the reason to not watch this crap going forward. Because you know that the refereeing is bad, but now you know it's bad and it's for sale. It's for sale. That's all I got on this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe to over here. Go to Rudy's Rant at YouTube and subscribe over there. And of course, subscribe here. Become a member. Join our family and keep this thing going. I appreciate you. Love you. Facts over feelings. Come on now.